aspx files can be viewed in two different ways. Design View allows you to work with the web page visually, and Source View allows you to work with the web page's HTML code. This lesson will show you how to work with both views. To begin, open the My Project sample file from your Sample Files folder. And open the HTML code of mypage.aspx. To do this, simply double-click on mypage.aspx in the Solution Explorer. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language and is one of the three languages that web browsers understand. In order to display a website, web browsers need to understand HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML code is found in individual web pages. It contains the content of the page and has some control over its layout. You'll learn a lot more about HTML in Session 2. CSS, or Cascading Style Sheets, are used to control the layout and style of an entire website. The correct use of CSS keeps the appearance of every page on a website consistent. Some amateur websites do not use cascading style sheets, but they are found in all professional sites. You'll learn a lot more about CSS in Lesson 2.8. JavaScript code is used to perform special actions in the visitor's web browser, such as pop-up windows. You'll learn more about JavaScript in Lesson 2.11. ASP.NET allows you to add C# code to a website that allows the site to react to the visitor's input, connect to databases, and do other useful and amazing things. A web browser can't understand C# code. Instead, the web server generates HTML code from the C# code that you write. For example, when you use a search engine and click the Search button, the C# code at the web server queries a database containing millions of web page details. It then generates an HTML page containing the search results and sends the page to your browser. This course is about ASP.NET and focuses on C# code, but it also covers the basics of the other three languages. To continue, you're going to add some text to the mypage.aspx page. In the central pane, you can see a gap between div and /div. Click in that space and type "Welcome to my project." Now start debugging. Note that if you're not able to start debugging, you have probably left the web page open from the last lesson. If this is the case, click the red Stop icon on the top toolbar. The green Start Debugging button will then light up. When debugging starts, you can see that the text you added is displayed on the web page. Close your web browser now, and you're going to switch to Design View. To do this, click the Design button at the bottom of the code window. The web page and its layout are now displayed visually. Next, switch to Split View. To do this, simply click the Split button at the bottom of the code window. The Split View simply displays both design and source views simultaneously. You can change text in Design View in the same way as you would in Source View. Switch back to Design View by clicking the Design button. Click in the white space after Welcome to my project and type Hello World. Now switch back to Source View. Notice how Visual Studio has automatically added the text that you typed to this page's HTML code. Finally, you're going to save the changes that you made to this file. You may have noticed that when you made changes to mypage.aspx, an asterisk appeared next to its name. The asterisk indicates that changes have been made to the file. If you were to try to close the tab, you would be warned that you had unsaved changes. To save your changes, click File, Save mypage.aspx. The asterisk disappears. Note that you can also press Ctrl+S to save the file that you currently have open. You might be wondering why Visual Studio hasn't asked you to save any of the files that you've changed so far. This is because all files in your project are automatically saved when you start debugging. Bear this in mind when working with Visual Studio. If you make changes to a file that you don't want to save, close it without saving before starting debugging. Close Visual Studio now. And you've now completed Lesson 110. View ASPX pages in Source and Design views.